Welcome to the kingdom of snakes, where cold-blooded assassins, silent but dangerous, rule with instinct and perfect brutality. This is the world of legless but never slow creatures, mysterious and deadly hunters. When the sunlight is obscured by the dense canopy, when the desert is dry and the ground bears only the imprint of the wind, and when the vast grasslands are silent, that is when another kingdom begins to stir. Not roaring lions or towering elephants, but legless creatures silently creeping through the grass and dry leaves, long twisted shadows. Sometimes it's just a passing black streak, sometimes it takes the form of a living nightmare. That's the snake. There are over 3,000 species around the world, each with its own unique weapon: lightning speed, perfect camouflage, deadly venom, or ruthless patience. Subscribe to the channel to explore the world of wild animals, where every moment is a dramatic battle for survival. They are cold-blooded killers, but they are also sacred symbols in many cultures, embodiments of rebirth and sudden death. In the dry forests of South Africa, a dark shadow cut through the grass like a knife. It made no sound, but the way it moved made the birds above stop singing. The black mamba, the fastest snake in the world, can slither at speeds of more than 20 km/h. It can grow up to 3 meters long, has extremely sensitive nerves, and its venom is among the most dangerous. Just 0.25 milligram per kilogram is enough to kill a person in less than an hour. But today, it is not the only predator. A honey badger appears from the bushes. Eyes sharp as knives. Small body but extremely agile. It is one of the few animals that is partially immune to snake neurotoxins due to the special structure of its acetylcholine receptors. The black mamba raises its head and sticks out its tongue threateningly. The black mamba did not back down, growling softly and crouching like a true warrior. The confrontation began. Finally, the creature that had been a symbol of death in the African jungle lay motionless under the claws of its much smaller opponent. Victory doesn't always go to the strongest. Sometimes it comes down to the most resilient and adaptable. On the damp ground of the African jungle, a giant creature writhed among the foliage and rotting rocks. Nearly 6 meters long with a body as thick as a large log, the African rock python does not kill people with venom because it is venomless. Instead, its strength lies in its incredible muscle and patience. Today, the rock python no longer hunts. It is preparing for one of the most silent but important journeys in the animal world, laying eggs. In a remote cave, the female curls her body into a circle, protecting dozens of pale white eggs the size of ping pong balls. It is worth noting that, unlike most other reptiles, which usually abandon their eggs after laying, rock pythons stay, guard, and protect their eggs for over 2 months. One day, the eggs began to vibrate, the shells cracked, and one by one the baby pythons emerged, taking their first breaths of life. Now they are ready for a life in the wild, without a leader, without a mother to guide them. As the baby pythons slithered into the darkness of the forest, the mother python finally left the nest, exhausted but fulfilled in her role as mother. In the deep forest, maternal love is sometimes not expressed by calling, but by silent protection until the last minute. In the dense tropical forests of Southeast Asia, where thick layers of leaves obscure any movement on the ground, a creature slithers silently. But with each movement, the world around it becomes alert. The king cobra, the world's longest venomous snake, can grow up to 5.5 meters long. With its majestic appearance and menacing head, it is revered as the king of snakes, not only because of its appearance, but also because of its diet. It hunts and eats other snakes. Today, this predator isn't targeting rodents, frogs, or baby birds. It's on the trail of another snake, a smaller cobra, perhaps even a member of its own species. Thanks to its special sense of smell, which involves using its tongue to detect scent molecules and analyzing them with Jacobson's organ, the king cobra easily tracks its prey. At the beginning of the rainy season, when humidity rises, mating season begins. Two males face each other, their bodies erect, entwined in a silent wrestling match. No venom, just pure strength. The winner will approach the female, the loser is forced to retreat. In your opinion, which snake is truly the most fearsome warrior on the planet? Leave your thoughts in the comments. After mating, the female snake retreats to a corner of the forest under a fallen tree and begins a rare act in the snake world, building a nest and protecting her eggs. She gathers dry leaves, presses them tightly into a nest, then lays 20-40 eggs and stays there guarding them. For weeks, she abstains from food and water, ready to attack any intruder. Next to it was another snake, a baby black mamba less than a meter long. But from birth, it carried deadly venom no less than an adult mamba. It didn't need its mother to teach it how to hunt, nor did it need to experiment. Its instincts had programmed everything. Over 4 meters high, in a fragile nest made of dry branches, a few baby birds opened their mouths waiting for prey, unaware of the danger lurking. A baby mamba snaked like a black ribbon, closing the distance, and then pounced. In a split second, a baby bird was swallowed whole, silent without a sound. In the jungles of South Africa, another predator appears, the honey badger, a small but stubborn species that is immune to venom. Its opponent today is not a cobra, but a mole snake, a non-venomous but ferocious species. Instead of running away, the mole snake lunges and bites its enemy hard on the snout. The fierce struggle ends when the snake collapses, leaving the victorious honey badger and its meal. In the dappled shade of the forest, a perfectly hidden assassin lurks, the gaboon viper, Africa's largest viper, a master of camouflage. Covered in patterns like dried leaves, it remains motionless for hours, even days, waiting for its opportunity. A flock of pheasants accidentally stepped into the dead zone. In the blink of an eye, an almost invisible bite was unleashed. The 5-centimeter-long fangs sank deep, injecting a powerful dose of venom. The prey only had time to struggle for a few seconds before collapsing. Calm and ruthless, Gaboon opened his jaws wide, swallowing prey almost as big as himself. Under the sunlit canopy, the silence was broken only by the slight shaking of a branch, a sign that another predator was approaching. Across jungles, deserts, and oceans, snakes exist as silent assassins. From black mambas and king cobras to rock pythons and sea snakes. Their world is a harsh cacophony of instinct and evolution, where survival is the only reward, and where fear still shines through.